What's up, y'all? Hello. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Hope you all can hear us. Hope you all can hear us. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is Sammie Nicole and FeeFee Show, the only dynamic mother-daughter duo here on YouTube. And on our channel, we discuss all things love, life, relationships, and a little bit of pop culture as well from both the millennial perspective, myself, Sammie Nicole, and the Gen X perspective, y'all. So as you're coming in, please be sure to hit the like button. Please be sure to hit the like button. All right, y'all. I'm going to give people a little bit of time to come on in to the live. I'm going to give people a little bit of time to come on in to the live. Please be sure to hit the like button. Please be sure to hit the like button. All right. How y'all doing this Saturday? It's nice and snowing. Nice and snowing here in the ATL. I wonder how it's going where y'all are at. If it's snowing where y'all are at, let us know. Down in the chat, let us know. Also, if you can hear us, please let us know. If you can hear us, just let us know. Want to make sure y'all can hear us. Thank you, the Real Brown Family Chronicles. I think this is also Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, y'all. So we gotta get it started. We gotta get it started. We gotta catch up on this Nesto and Sonya saga. Okay, we back with it. All right. Nesto has been indicted officially, y'all. So we gotta talk about it. All right. So first thing, let me say it again. Everything we're gonna be saying is allegedly. Everything we're gonna be saying is allegedly. Hell, even our names are allegedly, okay? Because we don't know these people, okay? We do not know these people.
Can y'all hear us?
Is your mic on? Did you turn your mic on?
Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3, mic check. My mic is on.
Hopefully they can hear us.
Mic check, mic check. Yeah,
Yep, the mic is on. It's
the mic
on.
is
It's
on.
on. It's on. Boom. All right, let's get into it. All right, again, everything we're gonna be saying tonight is allegedly. Hey, the rest is still unwritten because we don't know these people. And again, all individuals are innocent and proven guilty in the court of law. We just gotta put that disclaimer out there. This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, boom. First things first, shout out to Pam. Shout out to Pam, the law intellect. I always look forward to her lives for her to educate us and break down these legal cases for the common man, the general public. And she simplifies the legal jargon for us. So shout outs to Pam. All right. Now, my initial thought is it's a wrap for Nesto. This is the type of case, in my opinion, where you have to have the funds to have any type of. Hey, Toya, what's up, girl? We back, honey. We back.
Hey, Toya, how are you?
In my opinion, this is the type of case where you have to have the funds to really be able to fight it. And I feel like at this point, it's a done data. At this point, I think that this is the type of case where you would need like that young thug money to really fight it. Okay. And I think that at this point, and I think Nesto is kind of getting to that point slowly but surely for sure, where you just accept it for what it is. At this point. We already knew about the CP and the pictures and the cartoon images and things of that nature. But of course, when, Pam read it over again and described the images that were found on the electronic device, of course, it was beyond disgusting and gross. But it also made me think about when Sonya said that Lamont was sending her weird pictures.
Oh, wow.
Like weird cartoon pictures that were like sexually, actually explicit.
He did say
It
that.
made me think about when Sonya told Nesto about that on the phone call, how Lamont was sending her weird pictures that kind of had her feeling a little weird and stuff. So,
Hi, Diddy Phoenix.
hey, Jay Blake.
Hey,
Hey.
Jay. Mhm.
Hey, glad you're doing well, Toya. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And y'all, please make sure you hit the like button while you're in the live. We have 13 people, but only 8 likes. So please hit the like button. Also, if you're watching the replay, please make sure you hit the like button as well. But going back to my point, when Sonya mentioned that Lamont was sending her, sexually explicit photos that were like cartoon-like images, to me that was like, okay, that's just what they do. That's what Lamont and Nesto and whoever else they run with. I don't know if Dre partakes in that, but I definitely think that allegedly that's what Nesto and Lamont do. And it also made me realize that when you have people that are like hypersexual and they have a lot of sexual encounters and a lot of sexual experiences, and they're already thrown off mentally and off balance, usually their sexual appetite heightens, and they start to become desensitized to the normal acts of sex. And
It
so,
heightens to that
yes, and it gets
level.
it gets to the point where they need more abnormal sexual experiences in order to feel aroused. So just regular um sexually explicit photos of grown adult women, it just doesn't do it for them anymore. So now they're looking at images that include animals and bestiality and PDF file behavior. And so I definitely believe those pictures were Nesto's. I don't think any of us had any doubt about it, but I definitely think those are pictures of Nesto. And I would even go as far to say allegedly, that
Everything we say
is
is
allegedly
allegedly. We
that
we don't have our disclaimer up, but everything we
we
say
say
is
is allegedly.
allegedly.
I would even go as far to allege that Ernesto and Lamont, they probably exchanged pics.
Oh, shut your mouth. Exchange those type of pics.
Yes.
Those type of pics that Pam read off.
Yes. I believe that allegedly Ernesto and Lamont, they do stuff like that where they exchange pictures, images like that.
Oh, hush.
Because how else would Lamont have access to those type of weird
Good morning.
porn like photos that include animals that were similar to the pictures found on Nesto laptop if they don't both do the same thing? And I don't know about y'all, but there are some men who they trade pics. They
Mm-hmm.
trade sexually explicit pictures
They do.
of whether it be women, children, other men. Unfortunately, they do things like that. So that's not abnormal or far off to make that, to allege that.
Hey, y'all.
And so I just think that that was something that Nesto had allegedly been doing with the pictures, and that it finally caught up to him, and that obviously he wasn't alone. That him, Lamar, and whoever else, they run with, they do that type of stuff. That's just what they do.
Good morning.
That's what they do. It's also like men who are in prison. They asking women that they talk to online to
Send them
send them pictures.
pictures.
And we already joked about how one of the reasons Ernesto was asking for pictures from Sonya was so he could share it.
Right.
So
Sonya should be disgusted to be in communication with. She not. Toya, she not disgusted. She not. She loving every minute of it, especially since she's a guardian of a young child and a granddaughter. Did she take the granddaughter with her to go see him? And baby girl, the baby has been on the video calls with her.
baby measure.
Yeah, baby Measure has been on some of the calls with her when she was talking to Nesto. She not. She's standing 10 toes down protecting him and taking up for him by saying you wouldn't do nothing like that. That's not your character. How you know what that man's character is and you don't even know him?
You don't know
You
him.
was just smutted out by him in the back of the school bus 3 times.
You don't know. You don't know what that ninja would do. Hell, Shirley was with him for 10+ years and didn't know him.
And didn't know him.
So what make you think you really know what he is capable of doing?
Or
I'm telling
Shirley
you,
knew and act
y'all.
like she didn't know. Shirley
And
knew.
even too, what was the young lady's name that was working with
The
Nesto that he
Real
tried to
Brown Family Chronicle says Sonya is a pedophile also. Okay.
PDF file?
Allegedly.
We gotta say it like that for YouTube because YouTube is sensitive. What's
A
that girl's name?
mess.
Y'all remind me of the girl name that did the interview with Nyla, and she was real pretty. We had the blonde hair, the one that worked in the barbershop with Nesto. Remind me of her name, y'all.
Hazel?
Hazel, yes, I am Hazel. I am Hazel. She also talked about the weird stuff that Nesto was allegedly doing down in the basement part of the barbershop and how he used to have parties. They used to have parties down there.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I just think this is what Nesto and the people that he run with, this is what they do. I think he been using these images to get off, to get aroused, because he can't get aroused by just normal consensual actual interactions with grown adult women. And so I
Mm.
think that's why he leans on these images in addition to the toy. I don't think, and this may be TMI, I don't think he can get a natural erection just off of plain consensual actual stimulation. And you have some men like that. They have to do a little bit extra just to be able to get aroused. They have to look at more perverted images and engage in more perverted behavior. That's why you hear Dre talk about the dog chains and going to Home Depot, putting dog chains on women and doing all of that crazy stuff because they can't get aroused by just doing normal consensual sexual behavior.
Yeah, that video. I remember that video about the Asian Latino girls.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were talking about. I remember that. Yeah, some of the stuff they talked about. And Lamont, he sound like a straight pimp.
He is. He's what we would call a gorilla pimp.
Now what's that?
So in pimping is different levels to pimp.
So you gonna give us some
Some
pimpology?
pimpology, yes. Um
What's the levels to pimping?
so when it comes to pimping, and if anybody know about a little bit of the pimp, they can attest to what I'm saying and add their 2 cents
Anybody
in.
know anything about the pimp game?
Yeah, if you know a little bit about the pimp game. But anyway, in the pimp game, there's different levels to pimping. You have like your Romeo pimps who, they approach their women like, they're their boyfriend, that they care about them, that they want to court them, and then over time they start to groom them to start selling their body and exploiting themselves. And then you have men like Lamont who out the gate they start off being aggressive, they start off being abrasive, disrespectful, forceful, inconsiderate, narcissistic towards
Mm-hmm.
women out the gate, just trying to force their will and themselves onto women allegedly. And that's the type of vibe that Lamont gives to me. He's a gorilla pimp. He's aggressive. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he's not the type that's going to tell you what you want to hear. He's going to be rude and nasty and condescending and disrespectful about it. Hey, everybody in the chat. Hey, hey, hey. That's the type. Yes, the rest is still unwritten. I think Nesto is a finesse pimp. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. A finesse pimp is not going to be as aggressive as a gorilla pimp because normally for the average woman who have any type of self-esteem, that's going to throw her off a man approaching her in an aggressive manner. But if you have a woman who has gone through abuse and dealt with abrasive and aggressive men, unfortunately that's going to seem normal to them, like a Lamont.
So it's levels to pimping.
It's levels to pimping, and it's different type of pimps. Everybody think a pimp is just a guy in a cheap, loud, obnoxious polyester suit, with some platform boots and
I
some
learned
gold
something
chains,
today.
or he wearing a Coogee cap to the back of the velour suit. But that's not the case. There's many levels to it, and there's many different representations of it,
Pimping.
of pimping. Yes,
Mm.
yes. And so I definitely think I could see the rest of still written. I could see Nesto being more of a finesse pimp, because he definitely wouldn't have been able to get Shirley if he was like a gorilla pimp like Lamont. That would have never worked. Now it probably would have worked with like a Sonya, because she's used to being in abusive situations with men. But definitely not with a Shirley. And so I don't think that and again, I think we all could agree to this, but I'll just say it anyway. I don't think those images magically appeared on that laptop. I think they've been there, and I believe allegedly everything we say that we say is allegedly that Nesto has been trading pics with his homeboys of images of beasts that contain bestiality and animals being involved with humans in an inappropriate and actual explicit manner. I believe that's just what he does. And I think that because he is so perverted and he needs that extra perversion just to get aroused, he has to do stuff like that.
Man,
That's why
I
he
learned
has to
something
bring the
today.
toys.
So Nesto is a
he
finesse pimp.
he ain't the type of man where you can just brush past him and he easily get turned on. He need a little bit extra to get it up.
So he a pimp that need to be turned on. And then Lamont is a gorilla pimp.
They both have pimps. They just have different styles to approach and they pimping.
Yeah, because you remember when Lamont said, yeah, man, I told her to get in there and take her bath. And she in here complaining. I told her to get in there and get herself together, get her bath, and we do what we do. Remember he was on the phone call?
Yeah, that's aggressive. That's abrasive. So I just
Mm,
think that's what he's been doing. I also think
right.
he allegedly tried Sheraton. And like we've been saying, I think that's part of the reason why Shirley feels um, guilty and feels obligated to help Sheraton. In addition to her not being there like she should have to support Sheraton emotionally
Yes.
and raise her, I
Mm-hmm.
also think it's that Nesto factor as well.
Mm-hmm. And then she didn't want, she knew, Shirley knew, like I said earlier on my channel, Shirley knew. There's no way you can't tell me that lady didn't know. Just for the simple fact you pulling up at the pawn shop in a Bentley, talking about you want to use laptop. The one, well, we said that it was for his security cards. That's why he wanted it.
Right, and that may be true. That may be true. You using it for your security cards, but also too, because he was working his security stuff too.
Oh yeah, because
He,
we saw the
yeah,
videos.
we
We saw
saw
the
that.
calls.
So he didn't just have them young boys working for him. He was also working it as well. So it's very plausible for him to be in that security car riding around, playing like he working, and he pull over to a Shell gas station or a Quick Trip at night, and
Oh.
he search up some images to get himself off, because we know Shirley wasn't throwing around in a circle, and understandably so. I wouldn't touch him. I wouldn't touch him. I wouldn't do it. So I don't blame you, Shirley, for not throwing it in the circle. I wouldn't have touched him either. I don't want that demonic energy in my womb, but we can talk about that another day. Because when you lay down with people, you engage with their spirits. But
Mm.
that's a lie for another day. But I definitely think, who's to say he wasn't just riding around one evening and decided to pull up a few pics, you know, and relieve himself,
So you think that's
or
how the pictures came up?
or get
Allegedly.
himself aroused to swing over to somebody else's house.
Because you know he had that backpack with that
Yeah,
liquid in there and that toy in there.
yeah. So I don't think that's far
Now that's
off.
another layer on it from what we were talking about on my
Yeah,
channel.
that's a whole nother layer from
So
it.
you and put
Yeah.
a whole nother layer because we had figured out that we figured out the laptop and how how he got it from the
Now
pawn
I'm just
shop
throwing out a hypothetical alleged scenario
from what we talked about earlier.
from what we talked about earlier on your channel.
Because me and my tribe had already figured out, we're just the same tribe over here. We had
Mhm.
already figured out how everything went with the laptop and how Shirley got involved and how she paid for it and how she was in the back of the Bentley and all of that.
Yeah.
So now you saying so we left off on my channel saying that those definitely was his
I think
pics.
we all can agree on that.
We all agreed on that. All minds was clear
Mhm.
an hour ago on that.
Mhm.
So now you have added this extra layer on when he did it,
How he did it,
how he
allegedly.
did it
Just
allegedly.
giving you a scenario.
So he was cruising around because like they said over on my channel, they said he was able to check people's backgrounds, check their license plates and everything. So he had the laptop set up in one of his cars, one of his security cars. So we figured that out. So you figure he cruising through the city allegedly. He stopped and want to get some freakum in his system, and he goes and pulls that up, those pictures or whatever up, and that's how they got up on there. And he probably forgot to take them down.
Forgot to delete them.
Thank you to Real Brown Family Chronicles. Thank you to our mods for putting a disclaimer in the chat. We appreciate it.
And I think and it's obviously a perversion that he shares with some of his comrades. I'm not saying all of them. So, just in case we ain't trying to say it's Dre or anybody else, but we definitely know that Lamont dibbles and dabbles with that as well.
I kind of agree. She said, I don't know what Shirley knew or didn't know. I disagree.
Let me see. Call Me Darling said he said Shirley purchased it. He also said it was a police laptop and also was used by everyone in his business. Anything to keep him from being the guilty one. And you know what? I don't negate the fact that he wasn't the only one using it. But that's still, and to his point, we could still poke holes in that excuse or explanation because yeah, he may not have been the only one that used it, but he did use it. And also we know that he associates with other individuals that also partake in looking at and enjoying and consuming that type of content and images. So in addition to Lamont, because Sonya confirmed that, thank you, Sonya, for confirming that. There may be other people on his team who also like those images. And like I said earlier, it's not uncommon for men to share pictures. I've seen married men who are on dating apps, who are on actual websites, and they share pictures with their homeboy. That's very, very, very common amongst men to share nudie pics with their homeboys, whether it's through the cell phone, the email. A lot of men do that. I've seen that with my own two eyes. So, you know, obviously we know that Nesto is not the only one who engages in that type of behavior. So it could have been him and a few people on his team that get off on that stuff. Or maybe it could have just been him. Either way, he engages in that content allegedly, and I'm just resolute about that. I believe that he does engage in that type of content. And Sonya, she was so gracious enough to help us to confirm that because he also associates with people who also have that same level of perversion. They've been dealing with women so much and having so many experiences with women. They need more perversive stuff to get off, to get aroused. So that's why they're looking at those images. What type of sane, balanced, stable man want to look at images of a child, a minor with a dog doing something inappropriate? That's disgusting. What is arousing about that? Only somebody that's sick, that's a PDF, would be into that. And that's why he has so much in common with Lamont when they talk about women. They're very, very similar. Nesto is just a little bit more polished and he presents a little bit better than Lamont, but they both are into that perversive stuff. Because why would Lamont be sending Sonya and texting Sonya those pictures, and you know she messing with your homeboy? One, because you know you think you can try her, and you was trying to test her out to see what was up.
And that's what they do. Remember when Nesto, when we first started hearing the calls, and Lamont said, "Man, you want me to get you some bitches on the phone, man? Huh? I'm gonna call some bitches. You want to talk to some bitches, man? I'm gonna call some. You get on the phone, you talk to them, you say what you want to say." Remember when he was?
Mm-hmm. They
Yep,
Nesto and Lamont allegedly they both are perverts. They both do weird, unnatural stuff like that. They both are into that, and it's a lot of men, unfortunately, who are into stuff like that.
yep. His sister didn't want anything to do with him. The whole problem is Nesto and Sonya made defenses. Yes. Oh yeah, she gonna defend him to the end. She's still defending him.
But but you know what? With Sonya, she's going against her own intuition too, y'all. She's going against her own discernment to stand by this man's side. I think that she wants to present a united front in front of us, obviously, because we're the bitter black women who are just negative and the horrible bloggers who just want to tear another black person down. But the fact that she brought that up to Ernesto when Lamont sent her those pictures, that was her intuition telling her something not right. This is weird. Why is he
Uh,
doing that? She knew that wasn't right and that was off. But I think part of it is that she is so dead set
Yes.
on presenting a united front to us, the bitter black woman brigade, and proving us wrong, that she has shown us and proven that she will go against her own intuition in order to protect him and support them. Because why else would she bring it up and say, that was weird? Why is he sending me images if that wasn't unsettling for her?
Mhm.
That's going beyond being freaky. It's one thing if you want to be freaky, you grown, you're consenting, you have adults who are consenting, that's your personal business. But they've moved from being, freaky to being perverted. That is a form of perversion.
Shirley knew. You can't tell me that lady been with that man that long and she didn't know something. If she did, she had to have heard something. Sheridan was working at the bar. Somebody brought up a point in my live today that Sheridan worked at the barber shop. Sheridan worked at the barber shop. Sheridan was at that barber shop. And we all know a lot of shit went down at that barber shop. You cannot tell me Sheridan didn't go home and say something to her mama about something, whether it was directly or indirectly. You cannot tell me that Shirley didn't know something. I just refuse to believe that. Yeah, it was mentioned today that yeah, yeah, my live we had a think session over on my live today this
for the
morning.
for the critical
For
thinkers.
the we had a critical think. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
you had a critical thinking session.
I had a critical thinking session on my channel this morning. If you missed it, we had a critical thinking session over there. We ain't figured it all out for Wooten. We ain't figured the whole case out for Wooten. Wooten ain't got to do no work. Me and the critical thinkers, they walked me through the process this morning. So we got it all figured out how it went down.
You know what? And going back to your point about Shirley, I think she had some intuitive feelings or thoughts, but do I think she knew all the details? I don't know.
I don't think she knew all the details, but I think she knew enough for a red flag to go off in her head.
For sure. Yeah.
I think she's mature enough and wise enough and smart enough to know that some things
Wasn't right.
was not right.
Someone right in the buttermilk.
Someone right in the buttermilk. I think she has been around long enough to know that something is not right. Why are these women here? What's going on here? I don't never see nobody. They said allegedly the only person that had license in that barbershop was Dion. He was the only one cutting hair. What the hell was going on in that barbershop all the time?
a lot of
Yeah,
yeah, a lot of actual activities.
exactly.
Almost like he was kind of masking it as like a brothel, low key, like a little X club.
Yes, Miss Mad about music. We did a critical thinking session over
My
there.
side said critical thinkers clocked at 10. Yes. Clock it. One thing, baby. Mama gonna let you know she a critical thinker, baby. Baby, we should have did take a shot for every time she said critical thinkers. She said that damn critical thinkers one more time.
Critical thinkers had a meeting of the minds this
Baby, that's
morning.
one thing about black folks. They gonna let you know they smart and they educated, baby. Black people gonna let you know they are smart and educated and they can
The
think.
beautiful ladies was over on my channel this morning. They had mapped it all out for me
My
step by step.
goodness.
We had mapped it out.
Let me see. The rest is still unwritten. Said last night people called Sonya out and on the live about saying on the recording line that Nesto brought the SA victim to Miami. Mind you, he's accused of trafficking this girl
Ooh.
underage. Yeah. Yeah. Toya talking about something I should have been on the critical thinking session this morning. I could have helped y'all unpack it too. Okay, Toya, please go ahead and join the next critical thinking session so you can add to it, please. Toya, please make sure you turn on your notifications for her channel. All the critical thinkers, y'all can meet together and really kind of hash it out
See,
and talk it out.
y'all think I be over there with shits and giggles all the time, but
Mm-hmm.
we had a serious critical thinking session this morning.
And really talk about the information that we getting from, Pam and whatever channels that you like to watch to get the information from. You come back over here to the critical thinking sessions and we can really talk it out and process what information we
Mhm,
digest
mhm,
from the
mhm,
different sources.
mhm, mhm.
Also, please don't forget to
Hey,
hit the
Leo
like
Queen.
button. Please don't. Yeah, the Real Brown Family Chronicles. The barbershop was a grooming parlor, literally
Yes,
like Crell Lewis said. Yes, I agree.
yes, I
Thank
agree.
you everybody for the support who are giving us gifts and stuff. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
thank you so
Yeah,
much.
and
I
little
can't see it. Thank
points.
you. We
Thank you.
appreciate you all so much.
I definitely think so. I definitely think so.
So
And
they saying Sheridan was there sometime. They saying Sheridan was down at
yeah,
that
she
barbershop.
was. They got a picture of them together at the barbershop. I think that's out there. If I can find it, I will. But yeah, she was there at the barbershop. Yes,
Okay.
there's a picture out there.
Right, my time. I'm telling Mama, you know what? I'm going back and I'm telling. I'm singing like a canary. I'm snitching. And I'm quite sure that Sheridan had probably said something. And Sheridan was like, oh, okay, okay. Oh,
Or maybe she just wasn't ready to address it.
yeah. Maybe so. Okay, y'all just gonna uphold Shirley and her bullshit. I get it.
No, no, we're not upholding her. I just think that no, I don't think we're upholding her because I think she's very intelligent. I mean,
Very.
especially the way, she give advice on the show and sometimes how she kind of scoffs and chastises other people who are going through things of that nature. I just think she just don't want her tea to be clocked. That's all. And I think that I definitely think some alarms went off in her head. I think she's very intelligent, despite how Nesto portrayed her as just being
He
this
betrayed
helpless old
helpless.
lady. I think
Yes.
she's very
That was
smart.
scatter bugs.
Yeah, I think she's very smart. I just think that like we've said on previous shows, sometimes you can pick something up about your man and you will turn your head. You may not be ready to face things. I mean,
Yeah.
all women do that, you know.
Yeah.
Now she may know a little bit of something, she may not, who knows? But her best bet would to be played dumb for sure. If it's any time to be dumb,
And she did about
now's the
that
time.
truck.
Save yourself.
She play. I like the
I ain't
way
gonna be mad at
Shirley
no woman
played
for saving
herself when she
themselves.
went to court. Baby, she said, "Huh? Excuse me?
Yeah,
Say
save
that
yourself.
again? Huh?" Oh, she played it.
Oh yes, the rest is still unwritten. She said the episode of Married to Medicine when they were at the barbershop was strange. Yes, on Married to y'all. anybody watch Married to Medicine? They did a scene. They filmed a scene with the husbands of Married to Medicine at Nesto's in the
Mm-hmm.
barbershop. And in the scene, they had all young women serving the husbands. So
Yes.
each of the husbands, they had a their own personal waitress that walked out. The women had they were like young, attractive women, and they were serving the men alcoholic beverages.
Yes.
And so it was, but none of the men got their hair cut. They just filmed the scene in the barbershop, just kind of like a men's lounge. And I think that's kind of like the rest is still unwritten is saying it was like
Mm-hmm.
a front for them to, you know, quote unquote get their hair cut, but also get them a little
Mm-hmm.
trim, like the old folks used to say, get them a little trim afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's on brand for Nesto.
Thank you, my Ty.
If y'all,
Please double tap, like, and share.
yes, please
Thanks
double
to our
tap.
mods.
Please let everybody know that the Sammie Nicole FeeFee show, we are back in full force. Please let everybody know. We back talking that ish again. Let everybody know in the YouTube streets. We back. We back. We back. But that is very on brand for Nesto because he does get off on exploiting women and leaning into sex and promoting sex and exploiting
Mm,
women. So that's on brand for him. So not to say that I did not believe I Am Hazel. Shout out to I Am Hazel. But you jogging my memory, the rest is still unwritten about that scene in Married to Medicine makes a lot of sense about what was really going on in that barbershop because let's be honest, that barbershop was not packed out. I mean, we
mm-mm.
stay in Atlanta. We used to drive by that barbershop all the time.
And that was the talk too.
And it
That it
wasn't
was never
packed out.
nobody in there. You could
Yeah.
drive by there and look in the windows, and it wouldn't be nobody. Half of the time, the lights would be off. It wouldn't be nothing going on in there. Nothing.
And like Hazel said, she pretty much intimated that allegedly they were having actual parties in the shop. So I just think that's on brand. I think that's on brand. And then between, Lamont sending them weird pictures and the way he talk about women and Dre talking about them dog chains and going to Home Depot and getting them chains and putting the women in the back of the RV and all of that stuff and that backpack and them toys and them
Mm,
gadgets.
yep.
I mean, it's pretty on brand for a man that needs a little bit of extra in order to get it up.
So now him and Sonya is saying, "Okay, now what? What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Woot?"
And like somebody said on your live, it's very funny how she can talk all big and bad when she's not the one on trial.
Yeah. So she was on Sylvia's channel last night talking about, well, it you brought the charges back. So what you gonna do now? What difference? What does timing have to do with it? Do what you gonna do, because the truth is still the truth. And even he was saying on one of the calls from this month, the truth is the truth. Ain't nothing changed. We knew you was gonna bring them back, so you brought them back. So now what? Do what you gonna do. Did y'all hear her say that? If anybody watched, I just watched a little bit of it. Her and Sylvia and baited her over there for clicking views. Of course, Sonya likes the attention because she was more than obliged to go over there. Neither one of them don't like each other.
Frenemies.
Frenemies.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Yes. Yes. So she over there talking shit. Like, nuck if you buck. Go ahead and do what you gonna do. Y'all go ahead and do what you gonna do.
Oh yes, the rest is still unwritten. Nova, the other young lady that was interviewed, she did say
Yes.
they were allegedly passing out STDs.
Yes. Wonder what made Lamont. And so yeah.
Yes, a gentleman's club. Yes.
Yes, and y'all, it's a couple of places around here like that.
It's a
But
lot of
it's a
places
lot of
around here.
places. It's one that's down there in the Battery. It's another one not too far, but I think they're Caucasian though. I think they're Caucasian owned. But yeah, she over there telling telling, amping Nesto up, amping him up, and he ain't got no defense.
No, this is a case where you need money thrown behind you.
Yeah, he got the state, and like I said earlier,
When you see PDF files and perverted men
it's the PDF for me.
that are like that, they are usually getting off because they have the funds. This is a case that you would have to throw money at.
You need a team.
You need a team.
And Sonya over there talking like he got the YSL team behind him.
Well, they tried to get the hook up when they went on Thug Daddy's radio station, but that didn't pan out.
That didn't pan out.
That didn't pan out.
She was trying to get them on Nesto's side, and he saw right through that game.
What game recognized game?
There you go.
That's an old street ninja. He know what's up.
He knew she was coming over there because she wanted something.
Of course.
Not because she was down with him, but because she wanted something.
Of course.
And Nesto ain't got no hard hitters behind him. For a case like this, now that other stuff where, where them thirsty women let everybody except Hazel. Them women let him bamboozle them out of their money. That's kind of on them. That's on them.
So you saying it's civil?
I'm saying.
So you saying it's civil? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying it's civil?
I'm saying it's silver. I'm with Bonitail on this one. Now them women, now at first I didn't listen to all of it, but shout out to Pammy Pam, has she broke it down and everything, and I kind of had to recircle and do a little bit more critical thinking. And I'm saying to myself, the ninja ain't got you once and twice. You ain't gave this ninja your car. You riding around in another vehicle. He circled back around and get you again? Come on now, girl. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Come on now. So that's civil.
Okay, it's civil. That's what you're saying.
It's civil.
So it's civil.
It's civil.
Okay.
Except Hazel. My heart goes out to Hazel. And my heart goes out to her.
And Nova.
But them other women, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Scamming. Okay, scamming. Okay. Scamming is not civil. Okay. Gambling. Okay. Okay. But okay, do y'all agree with me that those women should have had better sense? You at Starbucks, you sitting down chilling. Can't tell you how many times I've been in Starbucks doing some work, right? Negro walk up to me. We start talking. I got my little business and everything. He say, look, I got connections. The minute he say connections, I know he on some bullshit. Because that's like the number one line in Atlanta. I know people. I know so and so and so and so. People, that's what they lead with in Atlanta. I know so and so and so and so. I can hook you up with this. I can do this.
That's typical Atlanta.
That's typical Atlanta, y'all. That's typical Atlanta scammer game. I can hook you up. I can do this for you. I can do that for you. It's just gonna cost you $1,000. That's when she was supposed to get her shit up and move. Be like, man, get the hell out of my face. Sir, I'm trying to finish what I'm doing. You have a good day. You be blessed. You be blessed. Come on now. And then she just kept going back. And then they had sex and was carrying on. And we talking about mature women. We're not talking about no green 20-year-old. Hell, my 30-year-old ain't green like that. We talking about grown women. Now people were saying, well, women, she just wanted to be loved, some attention, and Nesta, I don't give a. When somebody tell you got to pay them something up front to get something, and you don't see no contracts, no no, just because he nice looking. And just
Yeah, he did. Shirley definitely had the coins to fight that. If who else? Who said that in the chat? Is it? Let me go back to that comment because was it who said that? Ty? Yeah. He definitely
yeah.
could have used that pay increase
So
for sure,
what happened
and
is
she would have paid it too.
she the, which one was it? Gail? What's their name, y'all? Gail, and what's the other one name? What's the one he met at Starbucks?
Nancy
They,
John said it was the liquid V that made them do it. Calm me down and said my son was aspiring act. While y'all find the name, I'm gonna read the comments. Calm me down and said
Melanie.
my son was aspiring actor and model who moved to ATL. He said he left because everyone was scamming, claiming they knew someone in the industry. He couldn't trust nobody. What's going on?
Yes.
Correct. Calm me down. Correct.
For all the people that are not in Atlanta, and if you come here,
keep your head on the swivel.
Keep your head on the swivel. Everybody got game. Everybody is a celebrity. Everybody got to hook up. Everybody can do this. Everybody can do that. That's the game. That's what they lead with. That's what they lead with, y'all. Melanie sitting at the Starbucks. She think what she see what she thinks is an attractive man. She ain't in a relationship. She knows she might be
And
lonely.
like Charleston White said, he a smooth, good looking old ninja. That's what Charleston said.
They can get these young bitches and
these
these old bitches.
Yep. He said, when I saw him, I thought he was a smooth, good looking old that can get the young hoe and the old hoe. Yeah.
Did he even offer? No, he ain't offer to buy no coffee. When she raised her head up from her laptop and she seen Nesto sitting there, she got moist and it was all over. She got moist. And that's all. He started talking his shit. That's smooth game. I would have flipped that shit on him. Well, why don't you give me 12? Why don't you give me 1,500 to invest in my business?
But me and you,
I'm a pimp. Well, look, okay, really? You know so and so and so and so? Okay, cool. I'm looking for some investors too. Why don't you break me off a couple of grand and invest in me? I would have flipped it.
And I'm okay. So let me go a little bit deeper with what you just said. So I think everybody who's been listening, we've been following this case for what? It's been almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in the summer. It'll make 4 years. I think for the most part, we've been pretty honest and transparent. You and I are hypergamous, right?
Very.
We don't make any apologies about that. We're very upfront and honest about being hypergamous Black women, right? So going on a deeper level and looking at the sociology of it all, as Black women, oftentimes we are shunned for being hypergamous. We are shunned for wanting to be with somebody that is a provider and a protector. That whole 50-50 debate that has our community in a chokehold when ultimately you just do what's best for your household. You find the matching lid to your pot. But I think that a lot of times, because we get so much pushback as Black women if you have that type of mentality, and a lot of times as Black women we find ourselves in situations where you know we have to take care of ourselves financially, and we're often put in situations where even if we are with a man that's a provider, things may go south. He may be verbally, physically, emotionally, financially abusive, and then you have to figure it out on your own how to survive. Whether you're childless or with child. Pretty much, I'm saying the cards that oftentimes we get dealt as Black women, we don't have that luxury to be dependent on somebody else. We have to get it for ourselves, even if we lean towards being hypergamous and wanting a provider. And so I say that to say that I think that because that has been ingrained in our head so much, don't depend on no ninja. Always have your own. Always be self-sufficient, so that if a ninja act up, you can leave. That's something that's constantly
everybody
preached to us, whether it's our mothers or grandmothers. Right. We oftentimes find ourselves in situations where we do work hard and we tend to excel, or at least try our best to excel financially. And sometimes we do better than our male counterparts. And a lot of times it's gotten to the point now where we know that we're the most educated. We also have the most educational debt, but it is what it is. We also know that we tend to be we tend to lead in entrepreneurship, new entrepreneurs. And look what's going on with this current administration, right?
Right.
Last January, over 300,000 Black women were released from the workforce. They lost their job. They were unemployed, right? And we know that for the most part, a lot of times Black women carry the financial load in their household, in their family. There's a lot of Black women out here who, are married, who are partnered, but if they were to lose their job, their man would not be able to sustain. They have to contribute. You know what I mean? A lot of Black women are the breadwinners, or a lot of Black women are single, and so they have to take care of themselves. And so, getting to the point, I think that when you have Black women who are successful and do well for themselves, like the Gail and the Melanies, they oftentimes think that because they are operating more in their masculine, because they have to, they don't really think twice about working with men and giving them money
Sonya.
in order to make more money. So I think when you have a woman that, and I don't know Gail, I don't know Melanie, so we don't know what their mindset is, but they probably felt like, I'm a successful Black woman. I'm about my business. I'm bossed up. I'm meeting this attractive Black man who appears to be well connected. He's married to Shirley. He knows Steve Harvey. He know this person. He know that person. Maybe I can break bread with him, spend money with him, and get an even bigger investment. I'm a strong, independent, financially savvy Black woman who's about her business. Let me break bread with him.
But to give him my money?
Well, he was used, like somebody said in the chat. He was using that liquid IV. Hey, everybody in the chat. He put that thing
You sit down in
on him too.
Starbucks and he walk up to you. He telling you this, that, and the third about who he is, what he can do. He say, look, you give me this much.
But some of us, we had that mindset where we feel like, I'm successful, I'm about my business. If I can make money with this man, I'll put money in because I got it going on too. And I don't want no man to think that I need his money. I want to show up
I don't
just as
have I
strong.
don't have that
And
mindset.
well, you don't. We know you don't. We know you would
Oh,
never.
that ain't the mindset I
But
got, Lord. I don't never want you to want me to have no mindset where I can say, okay, I'm about to give a ninja my money because on what he said he could
but
do,
they but
not what I know he can do or what I seen him do, but just off of what he said.
but these are business savvy Black women who were approaching it from a business standpoint,
Well, I
because he
think I'm
presented it to
business.
him
Like
that
I think
way.
I'm business
They felt like, I
minded too.
got it going on. He seems to be well connected. Let's see what this business is talking
I
talking
got a
about.
business.
And he hitting it right 2-3 nights a week too. Let's break bread. Let's see what's up. He talking about that business. I'm about that business too. I'm a boss. I'm successful. I got motion in my own right.
See what Miss MJ said. He just kept taking that lady money. He kept taking Gail money and Melanie money.
But some of us think that way though. Some of us think that way. Some of us
And he
think.
couldn't even express exactly what he wanted to do for him. You know the man couldn't talk. We
Some of us think that
I
way
don't
though.
feel no which way about them. I don't feel sorry for them not one bit.
I don't think it's a matter of feeling sorry for them. I think
Oh,
it's
thank you, Chris. We appreciate you. Say I have a question.
okay. He playing. Chris is playing. I have a question. Do the size of a man determine if relationship is good? Because if you get a 10-inch, you got a good relationship versus 6 inch. Thank you for the $5, Chris. Ladies in the chat, if y'all want to respond to Chris did send us $5, so we'll entertain him. But Chris is coming with the mess on this good snowy Saturday. If y'all want to respond to Chris, y'all can.
Chris back.
Uh,
Hey, Chris. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you for the $5, Chris. Ladies, if you want to entertain Chris, y'all go ahead first. the first go at it. Ladies, go ahead and respond to Chris if you want to have the first stab at it, because Chris is on it today. Chris,
Somebody say off
we're
topic,
not even
Chris.
talking about that. Chris getting it started today, y'all. He getting it started. X is too complicated said, "Hey, beautiful ladies. Hey, beautiful. I'm a businesswoman, but that will be a hell
Yeah.
to the no."
Thank you. It's too complicated. Thank you. I know all of our tribe got businesses, got things going on. Y'all got it going on, and not neither one of y'all would have got with Nesto like that. I just don't believe that.
We are of like mind, right? We are of like mind. I get that, but I'm telling y'all, there are those of us who there are some black women out there like that where they want to present that level of strength like that. Like, hey, I'm just as bossed up as you, babe. I got it too. I mean, that's not uncommon for us to see women who do well for themselves
So you
financially,
you
and
okay,
they
okay,
want to help pull
okay.
men up financially
So you
and
saying
invest
she
in
was
men's
trying to
business.
impress him? She felt like she needed to impress him.
And I think she wanted to impress him, and I think she also thought that she would benefit financially because of who he was connected to, because he presents himself as a businessman. A scammer, a scammer, and that's my opinion. That's her opinion. A scammer, but nonetheless, he presents himself as a man that knows how to do business. And that's the reason why he's attracted to the type of women he's attracted to. He likes going after women that have motion, that have something going for themselves, that are movers and shakers, that are big on, their business, right? His ex-wife owns beauty salons.
Mm-hmm.
He's dealing with Ebony. She owns multiple businesses. I think Ebony from what, Mississippi, Alabama? She has businesses. I can't remember what state she from, but she has businesses in her hometown, Ebony Steel.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not far off. And these men, they know that it's a lot of black women that's bossed up, that's moving, that's shaking, that's about their money, but they also want to have love too. So it's a lot easier than I think we give it credit for to manipulate those women. I'm not making excuses because I do think that those women were willing participants. I'm just trying to explain, you know, the rationale behind it, because I know some black women like that who do very well for themselves financially. And if they like a man well enough, if they see enough potential in a man, if they enjoy the intimate moments with a man, they will invest financially. They will.
So what you saying is women will pay men
They will.
to impress them, to spend time with them, and to do a joint business
Or
venture.
even just to invest. Even if they feel like, hey, this man is business savvy, if I invest with him, I can make a come up. This man, he knows people, he's well connected. Let me throw a little money and he can help me out. There are women who think like that, who get fooled by the con.
And the minute he would have said, I'm married to Shirley Strawberry. Okay, so why you need my money? And who have you worked with? Do you have any references? Do you have anybody I can reach out? Anytime somebody tell y'all they can do something for you, a service, anything of that nature, and they're asking for your money, y'all ask them for some references. Who have you worked with? Can I contact them? Do you have at least 5 people that you have worked with that can stand 10 toes down on what you are telling me you can provide to me?
Well, he used his Instagram. Remember, he had his Instagram page jumping, and he said on those phone calls how he would talk to the ladies about, hey, I have X amount. Y'all remember those phone calls where he would talk about his Instagram, and he would say, hey, I have X amount of followers, and I know this person, and I know that person, and I met this person in LA, and I'm hanging out with this person. And so that was a tool that he was using to vouch for himself. And then he had your girl, EK,
Erica King.
Erica King, what I'm saying, whipping up that paperwork, them documents,
Erica King and
running them hustles.
went on with her preacher, and she ain't coming out.
So, that
She got
helped
her
give
plea
him
deal.
some validity too.
Yeah, but I often think of Gail, what, and Melanie, what? So they going so he got so that right there. Okay, so he had to deal with that. But then when they circled back and brought these other charges back, this a whole nother ball game right here. This is a whole nother beast right here. And he don't have the team to fight this.
No.
He doesn't have the team to fight what they brought back on him. So you know, and Sonya is talking like he got the team. Sonya talking like, he got like 5 attorneys on his side. Bring it on. I'm ready for him. What they gonna do? What you got? When you gonna do it? Why it's taking you so long? And I'm like, girl, will you shut up? You the reason why he in the situation he in now. Talking too much. Talking too much. Getting him in that situation. And the thing with her, as a woman, you knew that that man had done those things to those women, right? Let alone the SA and R and all that other stuff. And you still with this man?
Because it's civil. Hoes get finessed all the time. They'll be all right. She
You,
don't care about the next woman. You gotta understand that Sonya is male centered. She don't care about the next woman pain and another woman being finessed out her money. She feel like you should have been smarter.
and
She feel like y'all. You should have been smarter. You was dealing with this guy. You chose to voluntarily give him money and access to your property, and then y'all fall out, you get mad, and now you want to sue him. She doesn't see it that way.
and
She
I could
doesn't see
see,
them as victims. She sees them as women who made poor decisions,
and they
who were
did.
probably
And I'm
stigmatized,
trying.
and so that's on them.
One time I could see.
She don't see it that way.
One time I could see them making a mistake one time. Okay, I gave this ninja my money one time, and he did what he did. He did what he did. I'm gonna charge it to the game. Sometimes you just gotta charge it to the game, y'all. Right? If you get finesse, you gotta just say, okay, I charge. Lesson learned. Charge it to the game. Right? But he came back and got him again. You heard what Miss MJ said? He got Gail twice. And then one of them, he took their car, and another bitch was dragged around in her car.
I mean, I don't think nobody's.
A ninja gonna take my car and tell me he gonna do A, B, and C. I'm out one day and see another bitch in my car.
So they may be a little slow but shawty. They may be a little slow slick shawty. It is what it is.
And then I'm still turning my ass up in a circle for him.
Yeah, it happens every day. It happens every day and twice on Sunday. I mean, it is what it is.
Am I wrong, y'all? Y'all tell me if I'm wrong.
It's just it happens. It happens. I mean, in that regard, they were a willing participant, but they still have the right to pursue legal action, to take legal action against him.
And somebody put in the chat that he may have been watching these women just to see how they move.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just to see how they move, and see. And men know. I guess men know.
He is good at picking women that will go along with the bullish. So he does have, and most predators, they're pretty good at picking their victims, and picking who will fall in line with their plans.
Right.
So that makes sense. That makes sense. Let me see. Access to Comcast said Nesto would not step up to me. Never. My daddy taught me the game. I would have been the pimp. He wouldn't have fooled with you. Y'all wouldn't have made it to that black bag. No way. He wouldn't have fooled with you, because you would have been too smart and up on game. Carmen Darwin said, I think Manny got Sonya believing because there's so much mess going on at Fulton County. This is the reason they are doing this to Nesto. They feel there's a loophole to get him out of this. Oh, that's a good point. Call me darling. Because Manny, she thinks she just know everything in and out Fulton County. Let her tell it. So I can see that. I can see that, call me darling, how Manny is pumping Sonya's head up to make her believe that potentially there'll be a loophole or something will happen because of everything that's going on with Fulton County, especially with, DA Fonnie Willis and just everything that's going on. And of course, they're looking at what happened with the Young Thug trial, but still, that was money and some other extracurricular things that went on behind the scenes
Right,
to help
right.
Thug get off. But I could definitely see that. I can definitely see that. Um, I think that's false hope, but I could see that. I could definitely see that. Hazel said, but what is the difference in saying, well, you kept giving him your money and Sonya saying, well, the essay victim kept going around him. Why is it okay to blame the victims in this scenario? What do you say to that?
I'm not blaming the victims per se. I guess what I'm saying is that from a woman and as a mature woman, because we got to realize these women were Gen X women. They wasn't young women. The women, Gail and Melanie, wasn't young women. They were Gen X women.
Mm-hmm.
I think me personally, I'm just saying I think that they should have. Oh, can y'all hear me? I ain't got my mic on.
They can't hear you.
Can y'all hear me? I think that they should have had more wisdom. And I know wisdom don't always come with age. I know that, y'all. I know that. I know that. And I'm going to say this. As a woman, as a mature woman, a man is not always the solution to your problem and to your growth and to your destiny. And sometimes we think that when we see an attractive man and he say he gonna give us this, he gonna deliver this, we think that's the answer to everything. And it gets us in situations like Gail and Melanie in.
Mm-hmm. You want me to go?
Go
You
ahead.
done? Okay. To your point, Hazel Brooks, I I think that I put more onus on the financial part because when it comes to SA, somebody is exploiting you, they're forcing themselves on you, they're taking something that's very sacred and valuable from you. And I think that with Gail and Melanie, they had a consensual relationship, so that's the difference. With Melanie and Gail, they had a consensual intimate relationship. He was low-key like they man, whereas with the SA victim, it got to the point where it no longer was consensual in the eyes of the victim based off of what happened. So that's why I put more onus and feel like, well, what he did was wrong, but they voluntarily gave him their money and that they have to take accountability as well. So that's why I stand by what I say. Because when somebody SAs you, they're violating you, they're taking something from you. Versus when you've been intimate with a man consensually and you wanted to engage in it and he just finessed you out your money, that is a form of violation. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as severe as somebody SAing you and forcing you to do something that you don't want to do. And so that's the different Hazel Brooks. Those ladies,
Oh
they
yeah.
voluntarily chose to give Nesto their money. Now, yes, was it under false pretenses based off of what they say? Yes, allegedly so. They thought that this man was going to help them, going to, do stuff for them, things of that nature to help them grow and make a come up financially. And so that's why I say with them, it's like they have to take accountability a
It's
little bit.
we're
It's
looking
two
at
different things.
y'all. That's two different
It's
things.
apple and oranges,
It's apples and
I think
oranges.
that too, Hazel. I think that it's a disservice to compare something like that to somebody being sexually abused.
Oh yeah,
Because
there's no
that's a much
comparison.
greater offense.
Yes,
So I hope that answers your question why we make the difference, Hazel Brooks.
and we don't victim shame over here. We don't do that over here. And that's apples and oranges. That's two different things. Those ladies pretty much gave their financial, they put their finances in pretty much in him to make a come up, thinking that they can make a
Like he
come
could
up.
flip it.
Like he could flip it when they had it in them to do what he said he was gonna do for them. But I think they saw what they thought was an attractive man, right? So at the point where he walked up on Melanie at that Starbucks, at that point, something should have went off in her head.
Yeah. And yeah, like what, and I don't know if Hazel Brooks, if you saw the interview with Hazel, but what Hazel described, that's something that was not her fault.
Definitely was not
Like
her fault. And my heart goes out
she
to
didn't
her.
have a consensual sexual relationship with Nesto. That wasn't like her man that she was laying up with, and she was like, okay, babe, you're a business savvy man. Let me give you some money because you said that you can help me and I trust you. That's completely different. So I just want to make sure that we don't compare that to SA because that's so much deeper and so much more
No.
traumatizing. Those women can
Yes.
get their money back, but when you're SA, that person is taking something from you and your life is changed
Yes.
forever and you
Yes.
can't get that back. So I just
Yes.
want to make sure that we don't minimize SA because that's a real deal, and we can't equate that to financial crimes.
No,
Yeah,
no, no.
that's
We
a whole
can't.
different ball game.
That's a
So I
whole
hope
different ball.
everybody is clear on that and why we
Yes,
stand 10 toes down on that. So
she
I
was.
hope we're clear.
And my heart, just listening to Hazel's story, my heart just goes out to that young lady. I can't imagine, want to be able to provide for your kids. She was trying to provide for her babies. She was trying to literally keep a roof over her children's head. And Nesto kept making all these promises to her, you know, of what he could do. And she thinking as a mother, you like, okay, I gotta provide. I want to, you know what I'm saying? She was trying to feed her babies and take care of her babies. And he took advantage of that. He took advantage of that.
Yeah. Lady Janice said, hey everyone, hey. She said, and I agree with the scenario of there is no comparison with SA to financial crimes. Yeah, you can't compare that.
No, you can't.
Now, do I think those women should get their money back? Sure. I mean, that's a loss. Somebody take your money
For
from you.
sure.
I'm not downplaying that. And who knows, maybe something can be worked out. But those women were in relationship with him. It wasn't like he was like he put a
Yes,
pow to their
Samantha.
head and said,
Yes.
"Give me your money." Or,
Yes.
if you don't do this for me, I'm not going to let you out this
Yes.
car. Or if you don't do this for me, I'm going to beat you. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? At least they never put that in the court documents. Now, if Melanie and Gail said, um, while we were in relationship, laid up in the bed, he was at my house and he said, if you don't
Right.
give me your car, I'm a choke you out. Now, if he said that, y'all let me know. I'll walk it back. But it wasn't like he was like, give me your car, I'm gonna choke you out right now, or I'm gonna do something to your child. I don't believe any of those women put that in their court documents. I know he got spotty. Shout out to all my Florida people. He got spotty with him after the fact. He was talking reckless once they pressed him about their
He
money
got real
after the fact.
spotty.
But prior to that, I don't believe that he was like, give me your money, I'ma do something to you, give me your card, da 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 da. Now y'all let me know in the chat if I missed that. From my
Yeah.
understanding, he didn't talk crazy
No.
until after they caught on.
Gail thought that in her mind that was her man.
Yeah. Y'all let me know.
Gail thought that was her man. She was willing to disrobe in front of him. Hazel wasn't trying to do that. Hazel was forced into whatever he wanted her to do. Gail and Melanie, they thought that was they dude. Even after they knew he was married to Shirley.
Yeah, and we send love to all of the survivors. We hope this doesn't trigger anybody.
Yeah, we really do. We don't want to trigger anybody, or when it comes to that, we don't play about that.
Yeah. Let me see. X is too complicated said a really good point. She said Nesto was choosing women who were all right with him cheating on his wife. Most men use X as a weapon, as manipulation. Brother is good or bad. All right. All right. J Blake said, so evil. Miss MJ said, yeah, Gail and Melanie went to the green water. So Calm Me Down said, just to think Sonya knows all of this and she wasn't turned off by it. Yeah. So he
No,
said, I also think that both women knew he was married. I
they
mean, for sure.
did.
His Instagram was public. They knew. I mean, he had pictures of Shirley as well as all the other, celebrities that he was able to meet by way of her. So they definitely knew what time it
Yeah,
was.
those
So
women
it's
were old
like,
enough.
yeah.
They should have known. Yeah, come on, y'all. I'm 60. I've been in the game for a minute. I ain't ran up on all kind. I know game when I see game, when I hear game. Sometimes I entertain it. Sometimes I cut it off. Sometimes I entertain it just for the hell
Just
of
for the
it.
plot.
Just for the plot. Just for the plot. I entertain game just for the plot. And
Just
then
to
I
have some
flip it.
content to talk about.
Exactly. Then just so I can share it with my girls over there on Patreon. I entertain the
Yeah, that's
game.
where she tell all her business on Patreon.
I entertain the game. Come on now. I've been around the world.
If you
Yeah.
care.
Yeah. But when you get to be this age, you when you see a ninja coming up to you talking about you give me such and such amount and I do such and such for you. The next thing you should be saying, well, why don't you just give me that amount and let me put it in myself, and then I can consult with you and we'll see how it goes. I'm flipping. You flip it. It's always a flip
And like
to
somebody
game.
said, with Nesto and those women, it was like the Tinder swindler.
Oh,
That was a
that's a
great
good
comparison.
point.
Yeah, it was like the Tinder swindler. It's different. Let me see. Lady Janice said those women were old enough that they should have known better to continue to give Nesto their money when he had not produced nothing from the money they already gave him, unless I'm missing something. Toya said him being married should have been a reason to run, but they wanted to.
Yes, they wanted to be with him. Now, like you said,
To the
Samantha.
point where he was even engaging with their children.
Right. I hope they get every dime he took. I hope they get every dime and some back. Well, I don't know where they're going to get it from. I don't know where they're going to get it from.
I don't think they're gonna get
Ain't nothing to get back because he ain't got none. Where they going to get it from, y'all?
time served.
Where are they gonna get the money back from, y'all?
Nothing
Somebody
to be
tell me that
gotten.
in the chat. Where they gonna get it back from, y'all?
There's nothing to be gotten. Ain't no money.
Come on. Ain't nothing to be got. They just gotta charge that to the game and be wiser next time. Lesson learned. Lesson learned.
Yeah. But luckily he is serving jail time. So
And he gonna be serving it.
hopefully that'll give them some type of peace.
God is a keeper. He keeping Nesto right where he need to be.
Ooh, that's a word.
God is a keeper. He said he would keep you through the good and the bad. And he keeping Nesto right over there where he need to be, locked up in Fulton County and Cobb County. That's where he need to be.
And I think too, as women, we don't like being held accountable for Nathan. I feel like that's something that we just struggle with as women. Like if somebody holds you accountable, even if they do it with love, even if they're not rude or nasty or condescending, we take offense to it. And I think that you can have compassion for those women and say, yeah, you made a stupid decision at the same time. I feel like you can walk and chew gum at the same time. Do I wish that they could get their money back? Because I know that impacted them financially for
Yes.
sure. But that still was not a good decision to make. And I think it's okay to say that. I just think we need to get to a place as women where we can hold each other accountable and still have compassion and empathy. And I could see them wanting to be in a relationship with a man and trusting a man, and they're giving their resources even though it was a poor decision to make. I mean, I get it. It happens, but it doesn't negate the fact that they can still be held accountable. And I just think that sometimes we get so emotional and so sensitive as women where you can't say nothing to us without us feeling like it's an attack. And that's just not the case.
Yeah, and you live and learn through life. Life teaches you a lot from your experiences. Have I made some mistakes and have I learned some things you know, I regret doing? Absolutely. 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 But you ain't finna keep on making no sucker out of me. You may give me once, but that's it. Especially when it come to my money. Man, please.
Yeah. So let me see. Calm Me Down says, sadly, some women prefer married men. They will carry on a full blown relationship with them because it's less stress. They get more from him. Yeah. X2 Comcast said Nesto had to tell people he was married to Shirley to have a portfolio. So he
Yes.
used Shirley
That's
to
what he led
win.
with.
Jay said, don't come to me talking about no money, period. Hey, DD Phoenix. She said, how much time do you think Nesto will get? That's a good question.
I don't know. With these charges coming back up, y'all, they say he going up the river for a long time, and
Mm.
that's what he need to be.
How
Cause
much time do y'all think? That's a good question, DD Phoenix. How much time? Y'all put it in the chat. If you're watching the replay, y'all make sure you hit the like button and put it in the chat. How much time you think he'll get?
Nesto was out here running amok, and he was getting cocky and confident with it too. Y'all seen them videos how he was talking to my haters, all of my haters.
Yeah. Thinking he been doing stuff like that for so long. He think he can
Yes,
keep getting away with
he
it. You
got
untouchable.
comfortable.
Yeah.
He got comfortable.
That's where he messed up.
Miss MJ say 25. All right, we going with
25.
25.
What else
25,
y'all
25,
got?
25.
Miss
Anybody got something
MJ
hype?
say
25,
25.
25.
Toya said, I want them to recoup their money because he took it under false pretenses. But they should have listened to their intuition. They could tell something wasn't adding up at some point. Of course. Of course. Now, and another thing that irks me about us as women, we can go hard at another woman when we feel like she trying to say something
Mm-hmm.
slick or be
Mm-hmm.
condescending. We can challenge her with a quickness, but when it comes to a man, some of us just go dumb.
Mm-hmm. Now let
We
me.
have so much vitriol when it's trying. Even with people in our comments, they ready to be ready to check us. But I just feel like how many of them still struggle in their relationships with men to check them and advocate for themselves.
Ooh, now don't leave that alone. No.
Now we getting it in 2026. 2026, I'm gonna be Capricorny. So get ready.
Yeah, you
2026,
Capricorns and
you
Capricorn
go
too.
hard or you go home. we can't play it safe no more. Safe don't make no money.
Somebody saying 20, somebody saying 50 years. That's life right there. Hell, he's 60. That's it. 20 to 30 years with time served. Oh, the rest of his natural life. Yeah,
Let me
he's
see.
gonna be in there.
The Real Brown Family Chronicle said the most recent indictments are capital punishment crimes. So we're looking at some time.
Yeah, he's gonna be in there. He's gonna be in there, and rightfully so. Now let's switch it up, y'all. Let's just switch it up. So say for instance, if a woman would have walked up to her that had the same status as Nesto, say a woman walked up to Melanie and said, "Hey, I got connections. I'm married to who is a celebrity in town. I'm married to Frank Ski.
Yeah, I'm married to Frank Ski.
I'm married to Frank Ski, and
Or I'm married to the mayor.
I'm married to the mayor, Andre Dickens. And look, I can, I can, if you invest, I can." Now, this a woman walking up to her. I can invest and I can get you so and so and so and so. You give me this amount of money. Do you think the outcome would have been the same if a woman would have
Hell
approached
no,
her?
she would have did a background check on that bitch.
Yes,
She would have been looking on her page, making sure she the
yes,
real deal.
yes. We are critical thinkers over here. Put critical thinkers in the chat, y'all. Y'all see how I switched up this scenario? Because I'm looking at it from a point of a woman being thirsty.
I mean, look at us. We give our opinion, and people vet us and hit us with hard questions before they listen to us, and then they feel comfortable commenting. But they have to vet us before they feel confident. They want to see what our mindset is like, what type of mentality they have before they decide they're gonna rock with us
Yes,
and engage
y'all.
with us and support us.
Yes, as
That's how we are as
women,
women. We ain't
as
gonna be
women.
supporting no
If
woman
that
like
would
that.
have been the same scenario, a woman would have walked up to Melanie at Starbucks and said, "I am married to Frank Ski, Andre Dickens, or whomever." The outcome would have been different.
Yes, Miss MJ said she would have asked for business plan references.
Come
Yes.
on now. We critical thinkers over here.
Sonya
We
said that conversation wouldn't have left Starbucks. And don't let her have been an attractive woman.
come on now. I want y'all. We gonna think through this stuff.
Because we size each other up as women.
Come on now.
We want to know if you really walking it like you talking it. Even if we nice and smiling in your face, we're gonna want to do some background check. We're gonna want to figure out who
Now.
you are. We looking at your page. We trying to see how you living,
You know
how
how
you
many
moving.
footprints I have on my business page, on my Instagram, on my LinkedIn? People trying to see who I am, see if my credentials are right, see if I got an MBA, see if I'm in school. I see the footprints? I see the footprints. People want to see if I am who I am as a woman.
And then just us living in a patriarchal society, women are always being questioned more than men. I mean, look at Steve Harvey. He ain't had no experience in the radio station, but surely she had to have over 30 years. And she really taught him and trained him. And that came out of Steve Harvey's own mouth. She had to be vested and tried and true just to be able to join his morning show. And she got more experience and can run circles around him.
Shirley is that morning show. Shirley taught him.
She's taught him how to do radio.
Shirley is the legend. You cannot take that from her. She earned that. Shirley is the legend of radio.
And she had to teach Steve.
And she taught Steve.
She couldn't come in as a novice like Steve. She had to have some skin in the game for her to get her job.
And the way the story went
it still makes pennies in comparison to Steve.
And the way the story went is Steve wanted to start his own radio show. They say, look, Steve said he was talking to some people. They told him, look, you have the name, but you don't have the experience. Steve said, I want the best in the game. They said, go get Shirley Strawberry. And that's how they got together.
Yes. So if it was another woman that approach, you're gonna be more critical.
You're gonna be more critical. So if
you're gonna go on that woman's social media. You want to see what her page looking like. If she has videos, you want to see what information she's putting out in her video, how she talks, how she presents herself. Then you're going to look her up, see if she got a business license. You're going to look up her website. You're going to see what reviews she has. You're not just going to go off the strength of, just because. We don't do that with each other.
And y'all, emotions don't make money. You can't be in your head and make money. Melanie was in her head when she saw him. She got them emotions start flying. And she made a bad decision. Now, if that was a woman, she wouldn't have been in her feelings. She would have dotted all her I's and crossed her T's before she did any joint venture with that woman. And that's all I'm saying. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it.
We're a little bit harsher with each other as women.
Yes.
Whereas with men, we give men the benefit of the doubt. Now it's starting to change now because a lot of us are starting to, get a little bit more conscious. But just from a historical standpoint, we give men more the benefit of the doubt. And of course, we know that that's attributed to the patriarchy.
Right. We see a man and we instantly think he know what he's talking about.
Especially if he attractive. We trust him.
Yes.
We trust him. We're a little bit more likely.
Yes, we're a little bit more likely to trust him if he well grown, he smell good, he look good. I don't care how he look, Negro. You ain't getting my money. I'm flipping it every time. Every time. I'm looking for 10 good players right now to invest.
Okay.
I'm looking for 10 good
I can
players.
get this RV for $750. It's really $1 million, but I can get it for $750. I just need 10 good players to go in with me.
Yeah.
All right.
As women, we got to be on our game, okay? We have got to be on our game. And everything that look good, smell good, talk good, ain't good for you. It ain't good for you. It ain't, y'all. And that's from experience.
And I'll give y'all another example of why this is so true. Think about all the different men that give dating advice online.
Somebody said we didn't know Shirley before the Steve show. That's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true. That's absolutely not true.
People knew who Shirley Strawberry was way before Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Now I'm 60, and I was listening to Shirley Strawberry when I was very young in Chicago.
Yeah, we've been knew her a long time.
She was on WGCI.
But another example that I wanted to give, when you look at male dating coaches and men who give advice on the internet, they never get as much pushback as the women who give dating advice. When women are giving dating advice on social media, it's always women in the comments, and men too. Are you married? Do you have a man? Are you happy? Does he provide? You know, when it's a woman giving advice, people they wanna check her Carfax. They want to know if she married. They want to know how she living, if she got kids, you know, how she's being treated. Whereas with a man, you know, he can just come on and turn on the camera and you know, spew whatever he want to say about dating. Not saying that both men and women don't that are online. There are some men and women content creators who spew negativity, but I am saying that when men come online and give dating advice, it's not challenged as much as it is when a woman does it. Because in the society that we live in, we're taught to trust men more, to trust their authority more, to trust their discernment, their guidance more.
Yes.
And so that's why I think that's a part of it. You know, in addition to, and we know beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Everybody may not find Nesto attractive, but obviously some women do. And you know, he's a man, and he's presenting himself with a certain level of confidence. And so it's coming off as this is a man who knows what he's talking about. What should I say? Let me see. What's the comment?
These truths. The world doesn't know Shirley. I don't know about the world, but I know she was inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame. So I think that's pretty impressive.
I mean, is Steve more well known? Yeah, but
Steve is well known, but
some people say they knew her. Some people say they
some
didn't.
People say they did. It just depends, and it depends on also the generation. You know, I'm Gen X, so do millennials and Gen Zs know her? Probably not. Probably not. Probably not. Please tap, subscribe, and like. Probably not.
Hit the like button, y'all. Please hit the like button if you're watching.
So that could be true. Two things can be true at one time. That's you right. Maybe some people don't know her, but I'm just looking at from
your perspective. You did know, and you from the Midwest too.
I'm from the Midwest, so yeah,
that's another reason too.
And I'm
you were in that market.
She's 70 and I'm 60, so you know I have some correlation. I can relate to her. So yeah, you maybe yeah. What else they saying?
Let me see.
I think the region makes a difference too. Yeah, it does. The region does make a difference.
Call Me Darn said she used to listen to Shirley 20 years ago. She said she felt Steve always paid her to laugh at his jokes.
Yes.
She said she was rather annoying back in the day. All right.
The thing that would get me with Shirley is I didn't really like how she really would shuffle Sheridan around. And she talked about this on the radio. You know, how she would bring her back and forth to where she was in Arkansas, you know, for her career. So she has, and that's another thing for Shirley to have invested so much in her career. She gets with somebody that could have really hurt her career. Thank God that he didn't. Thank God that, you know, he gave her favor and this situation didn't affect her career. It really helped her.
She went to the next level.
She went to the next level.
Got rid of him.
When she got rid of him. So I thank God for that for her. But in my eyes, she will critical thinking Gen X in the chat. Woman, that damn woman, oh well.
You need to start hosting critical thinking Saturdays or something. You need to start critical thinkers.
We are critical
thinkers club. You need to start doing that because you really need to get that going. You ain't got something started with that critical thinkers. Baby, I said this morning, I said, baby, take a drink for every time she say.
We are critical thinkers.
Take a sip of your tea or your orange juice. The way you said critical thinkers on this morning live, baby, you had me hollering.
We have
hollering with that critical thinking.
Baby, we had, this was a think piece. We had a think piece discussion. Critical thinkers, y'all.
That is hilarious.
Yes, y'all. We do not play. We critical thinkers.
The Real Brown Family Chronicle said, I worked in radio doing production. I have an admiration for Shirley for years. All right. Toya said, I've always disliked Shirley for putting her career before her daughter.
Yeah, I kind of had that. Yeah.
X is Too Complicated said, preach, FeeFee. You are on it today. This is why Erica was in the background. Nasty was the face.
Yes. Now let's talk about Erica.
Let me see. Hold on. Lady Janice said, I don't care what nobody say. Nesto was dabbing in dark magic allegedly, and them demons is who those women meant. Those demons were his representative, which is why he could speak intelligently and with confidence. So you saying allegedly he a warlock? Is that what you saying, Lady Janice? He might low key be a warlock, and he was siphoning off them women energy. Let me know what you thinking, Lady Janice. Let me know if I'm off.
Wow.
The Real Brown Family Chronicle said this didn't happen to Shirley. It was permitted for Shirley's good. All right.
Okay.
She said it was in the best will for God's plan.
It was God's plan.
God's plan. Miss Mad About Music said we Gen X critical thinkers are here.
Y'all are mad. y'all know, as we get mature, we gotta keep our wheels turning. So we gotta think, we gotta be critical thinkers.
Okay, Dee Phoenix said, you think Erica and Nesto ever hooked up?
Nesto and I think they hooked up. You think they hooked up? I think they might have did a little something 1, 2, 3.
So you think
in that bus?
You think when she was messing with Charleston, she maybe dabbled with Nesto too? I mean, it's plausible.
You cannot tell me.
I don't put nothing past him.
Nesto didn't do a little 1, 2 with Erica at least one time.
I mean, it's not far fetched, Dee Phoenix. It's not. I mean, knowing what we know about the both of them, I could see a little something, maybe a little one-off here and there,
But let's talk about how Erica
something real casual.
How Erica switched the game. Now Erica switched the game up. When I tell you that Erica,
everybody say yes, they believe it.
Yeah, I definitely believe
Allegedly
it.
They were intimate. That's what everybody say.
Erica switched the game up. Erica said, hell no, not me, not never. Erica was on that video court call talking about she was his attorney. He said she was an attorney.
Okay, Carmen Donna said he may have hit it once or twice. They were better scam partners. I can see that. Little one-off. Woman of Wealth said Nesto definitely practiced that water magic, allegedly. Who knows what else? Then he makes someone sign a BLOD
Yes,
contract.
He did. He did.
That was one of the
victims.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. But Erica got the hell on.
Backfired.
Erica got the hell on. Erica said, no, sir. I'm the one that taught you the game. I'm the one that schooled you and navigated you through the process.
Erica says you got to be quicker than that.
Yes. I'm gonna get you before you get me. Oh, you going down? Oh, let me switch the game up. And ain't nobody seen.
Erica went to law school as well. You can't forget that.
Erica was smart, y'all. Erica went to law school, and they say Erica was out here. That wasn't the first time Erica had act like she was an attorney. They say Erica had won a case. Allegedly.
Very intelligent.
Very
And
intelligent.
don't forget, she did not have her children out of wedlock. Don't forget that part. That's what
Yes,
y'all.
the one who takes the deal wins first.
Why she
Yes.
felt the need to tell Pam that. Shout out to Pam, but we gotta reiterate that she did not have her children out of wedlock. That was important for us to know that. Continue. What was you saying? I'm sorry.
But yeah, Erica gone. Erica say, I'm gonna get what they're gonna give me and I'm out. You on your own, buddy. You on your own. They out here doing all kind of dirt together. Now that's one woman he couldn't finesse. That was one he didn't finesse. She knew the game and she switched that game.
He met his match.
He met his match with Erica. Y'all see how Erica switched that up?
And if he had the capabilities, he would have did the same thing to her.
She got him before he got her.
Yeah, there's no honor amongst thieves.
Woo!
It is what it is.
It is what it is. And that's a lesson to be learned. Yep, that's a lesson to be learned, y'all. So we ain't figured out the whole case for Wooten pretty much. We walked it out on my channel this morning, and we kind of walked it out over here. So y'all, we know how it's gonna play out because we critical thinkers, and we ain't mapped it out for them already.
And I think, you know what? I think Manny and Sonya should go ahead and keep doing their lives, their Friday night lives. At this point, so much has been said on record, whether it's the phone calls or YouTube. We paid Fulton County DA. They be in the YouTube streets. I mean, it's not gonna. The damage is already done.
Yep. She said, "I work for him."
You might as well spill the tea.
Yep. The damage is done.
What's left of it?
You know, she say, "Bring it on." Someone say, "Bring it on." What you got? What you waiting on? What you waiting on? I said, "Oh, she cocky with it." She said, "Bring it on." The truth is the truth. The truth was the truth when you drop them. The truth is still the truth when you put them back on. When you put the charges back on. So you're saying none changed. Bring it on.
With no money.
With no money.
With no attorney fees.
No attorney fees. You mean to tell me you listening to a woman and you letting her pop off and she ain't even got no money for you to get an attorney?
And well, it was okay as long as Shirley was the purse. Well, he said one got the money and one got the brains.
Yeah, like she on trial. Somebody bring it on. And he said it on the call. He said, I ain't saying nothing. I'm just waiting. It's going to all come out. It is. Yeah, she cocky. I was like, oh my goodness. She said, girl.
And I don't think Manny's tea about whatever she think is going on internally at Fulton, I don't think it's as accurate as she thinks it is.
She thinks she know everything that's going on.
I don't. And then you gotta know too, Atlanta. People are finesses. You don't know what those people may be telling her anything just to throw her off. And they know she messy and she like to get in the middle and insert herself and everything. You don't know if the stuff that she's relaying to Sonya is accurate anyway. And of course I know that Sonya don't fully trust her.
And what is Sonya's obsession with Madam D.A. Fani Gorilla Grip? What?
Not Gorilla Grip.
What? Why is she so obsessed with Fani? Why is Sonya so pressed about Madam D.A., y'all? She cannot stand Madam D.A. Well, I see how she runs stuff. I've been studying how she runs stuff from the YSL trial, and this is what she does. They drop charges and then bring them back, and nothing has changed.
But I think that they're so fixated on what has happened with the YSL trial, and those charges are night and day. He wasn't on trial for the things that Nesto is on trial for. Also, he doesn't have the resources to fund a multi-million-dollar legal defense. I just think that it's easier to place her frustrations on Madam D.A. Fani Willis, because she just needs somebody to blame, but it's not
Yeah, like
helping
they
anything.
saying, yeah. She is so mad and angry at that woman like she know her personally. Girl, you better leave them people alone down there in Fulton County. And you be running down there on the South Fulton. You go down on the end of South Fulton County. You said it in one of your calls to go get the baby. Her people down there on the South Fulton County. Keep on talking. Keep on talking. You better mess around and got stopped down there. Why you on 285, 85 going down there?
Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
I listened to her on the call with Manny talking about her. I said, she ain't the reason your man in there. Your man in there because of what he did. And evidently they got evidence and a reason to hold him in there. Be mad at him. She not once.
Like Dre said, they ain't got you in there for nothing.
They ain't got you in there for nothing, Nesto. Them folk got you down there for something there. One thing I do know, Nesto. One thing I do know, Nesto. You wouldn't be down there for nothing, Nesto. If them folk had thought you had to do something, Nesto, you wouldn't be down there for nothing, Nesto. That's exactly what Dre said.
Carmen Darling said, "Did you hear that fool say that she watched the YSL case to see what moves they made?"
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. It's apples and oranges. That's money. He don't have that
he don't have
powerhouse
that back.
behind him like that.
He don't.
You need money.
He don't. He don't.
Yeah, Masa. She said, "Well, you know, her president, Orange Boy, doesn't like Fonnie.
Right.
She's not gonna like
Exactly.
her either." Yeah.
Yeah. I
That's
said,
too complicated. Said he told Hazel we got to become one. This is one of the ways in which an actual demon moves. Witches are stronger than warlocks in the spirit realm. Deliverance ministry is necessary.
and he knew Hazel. Hazel was trying to take care of her children, and he was sick. He was sick. He knew that young lady was. He does not have one. Yeah. Who's not a felon. Yes. So
let me see what else they saying. Miss MJ says Sonya trying to play Creel. Lady Janice said because Fonnie is everything Sonya wished she was.
mm-hmm.
Sonya hates any successful black woman. Sonya says she is mad at everyone but Nesto.
But Nesto.
This too complicated. Said yes, she hates successful women. Let me see these truths. 1433 said, do y'all remember Charleston White saying that Shirley had to know about some of these things? So could Nesto incriminate her if he takes the stand? Well, he's tried in the phone calls. He's tried. He's tried.
Mm-hmm.
My side said, I think her dislike for Fonnie is because of Rump. All right, DD Phoenix said, you think Dre is done with Nesto and his shenanigans?
I think Dre is being smart.
Yeah.
I think Dre has been in a bunch of bullshit in his lifetime. Dre is a Gen X. Dre has probably done some things, seen some things. He done his time. And Dre don't want to be bothered with the bullshit. And I think he said that to Nesto on one of his calls. Man, I'm just out here trying to make my money, man. I'm just on the road, man. Shit, man, I'm just on the road trying to make their money. I mean, I'm driving. I'm on the road. I'm in the truck. Dre ain't got to. Sometime, y'all, you outgrow people. Dre has outgrown Nesto's bullshit. Dre has outgrown it. Dre about grinding, being on that truck, being on the road, and making his money and seeing about his people. Y'all heard Dre talk about his mama and his family. That's what Dre at. Dre and said what he said. Now we don't know. Dre may be putting some money on the books. He may be talking to Dre, and we don't know. But Dre ain't entertaining his foolishness. Okay, he ain't got Dre on the bigger and better things, and it ain't including Nesto in it. He know Nesto and did some stuff, and Nesto gonna have to do certain time for what he did. They've been knowing each other for over 20 years. Dre know Nesto and did some shit. And that's why Dre stayed off these calls. So Dre don't want nothing to come back to him. He trying to keep his nose clean.
As he should.
Okay. And I shout out to Dre. Shout out to Dre.
Missy Toya said Nesto dog Sonya out on these calls for the world to hear, but she has all this smoke for funny.
All this smoke for funny. I'm like, girl, leave that lady alone. That lady ain't thinking about you. She over there with her man. Ain't thinking about you.
Missy Lady Janice said Nesto don't have Brian Steele money. Miss MJ said,
No.
have you noticed he does not have one friend that is not a felon?
No.
Let me see. The real Brown Family Chronicle says Sonya said last night she watches the first 48 and she knows how things are supposed to work with the
Yeah.
system.
Did y'all hear her say that? Shout out to the first 48.
Shout out to the first 48. Shout out to APD and Gwinnett County. I mean, it be jumping when they in Atlanta. It's always Gwinnett County and Fulton County on the first
Yes.
48 when they in Atlanta. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
She is something else, y'all. Just to hear her go down a rabbit hole and all that talking in circles she be doing, and the logic behind, how this whole outcome of Nesto. It is funny. It is funny. It
Yes,
is
Call Me
fun.
Darling said, don't forget her 35 years in criminal law. Thank you. We cannot forget that.
And how about Pam? How about Pam husband put up a picture of her calling her Sonya Crockman, like Donnie.
That's hilarious. Johnny
Like Johnny
Cochran.
Cochran, like Johnny Cochran. They say Sonya is the like Johnny. Don't forget, she said it last night. She know a lot of attorneys that say this shouldn't go this way. But you ain't paid for him not to have nan one. You ain't paid for him not to have one. And yeah, somebody said in the chat, remember he was crying for her to get him out back in 2024? He was begging her to sell, put her house up to help get him out. That's when she was supposed to get him out. But she said in one of her lives a long time ago, she said, I ain't stupid. I ain't finna get no man my money. I put money on his books.
But that money's for her kids. She
did
say that.
She said, my money is for my kids.
Yeah.
She said that. She said that. Yep.
Now she did go along and make like she had some money coming, or she was gonna sell something or come into some money to help him with an attorney that one time, but she stayed true.
Yeah, they don't like each other, Call Me Darling. Sylvia and Sonya, they really don't like each other. And Manny be calling her out and trying to get her all caught up.
It's very passive aggressive.
That's what it is, passive aggressive. She be calling her out and trying to get her all twisted. Well, remember when you said this?
No, that lady don't remember what she said 5 minutes ago.
Yep. But y'all, we ain't figured it out. We got it all figured out. So we just got to wait till it play out April 15th. If they don't change the court date again, they keep changing it and changing and changing it. Ain't nobody in no hurry.
No. And then you have a public defender at that. These charges are too severe to fight it with a public defender. You need a machine behind. If he would have had a machine behind him, he would have been gone to trial.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
His fate would have been determined probably 2 years ago. We going on to year 4.
4 years that man been in there.
You don't have the funds. You don't have the resources. They make you sit like a sitting duck.
Just sitting, scared for his life every day because them YNs own him.
Oof.
They own him every day. Every day. Oh, you said it's supposed to be on your birthday? Okay. I thought it was going to be a celebration. Somebody also asked us if we were going to the trial. Most definitely. I think for sure. I was going when it was supposed to be in January, in February. Let me see. She's still giving. Yeah, she's still giving her money on the phone calls. She's glasses, money, books. She said the easiest thing to do when somebody is in prison is to put money on their commissary, to give them money. She said that's easy. She said she'll do that all day long.
That's as far as it's gonna go.
That's as far as it's gonna go.
She
And
said, take this folded piece and make it enough.
did you? He
Take this
asked her. He said, "Well, how you doing?"
$40.
Oh, I'm hanging on in there. I'm hanging on in there.
I know he is.
Keep on hanging, because it's gonna be a while. God is a
Yeah.
keeper. He gonna keep you right there.
Keep on hanging.
He gonna have to keep on hanging.
I definitely think that she sabotaged him. Even if it was unintentionally and she thought she was helping,
Yeah.
she definitely hurt him way more than she could ever help him.
I don't think she helped him at all.
Yeah. And him being slick because he had been cheating on Shirley. He thought he could play both sides and it backfired.
And did y'all hear when Sylvia was asking her
Thought he
about the
could have his
dates?
cake and eat it too.
Sylvia was setting her up. Sylvia say, "Well, do you think because you kept mentioning the dates where he was at this particular time and he couldn't have did this and he couldn't have did that, do you think that had an effect on them bringing up these charges again? Because they had such a date time span of, where he was. Do you think you had something to do with that?" She's talking about, no, because that was the truth. That was the truth. Sylvia say, "Well, oh yeah, because when they subpoenaed you, you gave them all that information about where he was." I say, did she not see her just throw her under the bus? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear how Sylvia did her? At that point, I would have got off the live.
No.
She said, "Yeah, because they subpoenaed you for everything that you had, and you turned it into them."
It's too late in the game now to stop fooling with. I mean, she should have got off that live when she brought that woman up there to check her.
Yeah.
That should have been the end of. She should have cussed her out and blocked her then. When she had a, what was her name, Camille or something? She brought that lady up on StreamYard to play in her face and cuss her out.
So
She should have
Sylvia,
never went back then.
so Sylvia let us know last
Yes,
night.
they both weird and strange.
So Sylvia let us know last night that if you were second guessing it,
Yeah, Naomi Grace.
yeah,
That's when I would have been done with her and cussed her out then.
Sonya had to give Whoop and them everything they asked for. She gave it to them. She turned over everything she had. She confirmed that last night on the live. I said, did she just?
And that's the number one thing they tell you when you going through stuff like that. They tell you don't talk about the case. Do not talk about the case. Because anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law.
Yep. Sonya threw her up under the bus too, saying that she sent the girl the information.
So they basically just going tit for tat.
They going tit for tat, snitching on each other.
They both need to stop talking.
They both need to stop talking.
Their YouTube check is not that big to be carrying on like this.
Not at all.
That could potentially incriminate you. No.
Oh baby, the nasty under shade they had going on last night was something serious. It was something serious. It was. Someone, no, let them talk. Let them talk. Yeah, they was over there talking. So we know Sonya did what she had to do. She gave them people all what she had. Everything that she had, all the stuff from his Instagram, everything that she had, she turned it over to them. Yeah. Yep. We can't wait for court and see Nesto. Yes, face. Now you know when Nesto when is the prayer.
I said, no, she did not say prayer. I said, you on your own with that, sister.
We just, we just thanking God for just being who he is and being.
You gonna give them the context for the people who wasn't on your live this morning?
What I said, we was gonna pray for Nesto. And we just praying. We just praying and thanking God that He has moved in this situation and shown us favor by getting Nesto off these streets. And knowing that God will stand on His word, He will do what His word said He will do. And like I said earlier, God said He will keep you through the good and the bad. And He definitely keeping Nesto through the bad, right where He need to be. And we just thank God for that. We just thank God for that. That His word does not go void. That He keeping Nesto locked up down there. He been down there for 4 years with a possibility of 50 more. And we just thank God for that. Because he does not need to be out on these streets. He don't.
No, I think if he were to get out, and that's a heavy word, I think that he would go back to his same ways. He would just try to be a little bit more savvy about it.
Oh yeah, Toya, you missed that. Yeah. Nesto told Senna don't bring her ass back up there no more. Tell her don't come back up here no more. He found out that Sylvia was uploading the visits on her channel and reviewing the visits with her subscribers. And Nesto didn't like that. And then another thing what Nesto didn't like is every time Sylvia was going up there, now y'all know that men can't read.
Right.
Y'all know.
Hell, neither half of America can. Go ahead.
Y'all know that man can't read. Sylvia was going up there trying to have Bible study with that man and telling that man to read 3 and 4 scriptures, and he can't read.
Him to read it out loud. That's a shady bitch right there. That's a shady, low down, dirty bitch. Know he struggled with articulating himself, and then gonna ask him to read out loud on the recorded call.
Yeah, she say
for
that,
clicks and views and shits and giggles.
Y'all, they were going back and forth for about 10 minutes. No, you read it. No, I come up here, I read last time. No, you read it. Nesto say, no.
Y'all gotta watch that part. I know people don't like to watch your channel, but that part was hilarious.
Look, y'all.
That was hilarious.
About for 10 minutes. Sylvia say, you read it. Now, I read last time. What you got for me today? You got your Bible? He said, I got my Bible. Sylvia say, turn to such and such and such and such and such. And you read. Nesto say, no.
Everybody in the comments, I'm saying she can't read either.
Y'all, they went back and forth for 10 minutes. Nesto said, I'm gonna fix your ass. You ain't coming back up here with this
boy. They basically told her, bitch, don't bring your ass back up here.
Nesto
because you're trying to be funny and play. And this is a serious matter. You're trying to play.
Nesto said, I got some for your ass. Nesto sent a message in about Sonya. Don't tell her don't bring her ass back up here no more.
She's just trying to get content. He knew that. She's just trying to get content. No doggone well she don't care about reading the word and encouraging him.
Tell her don't come back up here no more. She up here trying to make me damn read.
And who else?
She trying to make me read. She know I don't read.
Y'all, it was hilarious.
Oh, y'all should have seen they were going back. But now
that was funny.
That's no.
If she was smart, she would clip that.
Oh, y'all, I laughed so hard.
And put that on her channel. Because that was comedic gold.
And I'm so crafty. Like, Sylvia, leave me alone.
Hilarious.
Oh, y'all gotta stop. Let me stop, because y'all ain't right.
I wish she would clip it and put it on her page. That was hilarious. Oh, that was so funny. That was so funny. He really should have cussed her ass out. He should have cussed her out for that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, but yeah, he told her to come back up there.
Trying to make a mockery of him. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, she can't come back up there no more. She can't go see him.
He's requested that she not come back up there. Now, do y'all think she'll honor it? We'll see.
She ain't been back up there.
But he's so for anybody who wasn't already made aware, he's requested
And then
that
this is the
IS
reason.
not go back up
So
there to visit him.
after she got the message in a bottle, she did another live. Cause y'all was out there talking about it. So my Nesto say, "Don't come back up there, nah, boo boo. You can't go back. You know everybody was talking about it." So she pulled up a clip because the day she was there, something had jumped off in Cobb County in the jail. I think it was a big fight. So the whole time she was on live when she was visiting Nesto, he kept turning around, checking his back like he was scared. And she was like, "What's going on? What's going on? Tell me what happened? What happened?" Nesto said, "Don't worry, no, ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't got nothing to do with me." He said, "And you just come on, come on, read, come on, read." She said, "No, you read." So she said the reason why Nesto didn't want her to come back up there because it wasn't safe.
Trying to spin the
Yeah, it
narrative,
wasn't safe.
but we know that's a lie. Because if she really felt that way, and somebody else mentioned it, she wouldn't have gone up there to visit Cecil.
Yes.
Have y'all been following Cecil?
Miss MJ, she went up there to see Cecil twice. After Cecil people,
Yeah, she said she did Cecil like that. His family shut that shit down.
yes, she did Cecil like that. She went up there twice. She went up there to Cecil and said, the victim family want her things. Do you have her things, her personal things?
Which the audacity to do that is just completely out of line, disrespectful, and disgusting, and completely insensitive
She
to
went
her,
up
to
there.
Tanji's family. Rest in power.
And then she went back because she said she thought Cecil had called her because she left her phone number for his attorney to reach out to her to let her know where the victim's things were. So she went back. "Did you call my phone number?" She went up there twice. She went up there twice to see that man. That lady is unhinged. Something is wrong with her. Yeah, she went twice. She went the week before Christmas and the week of Christmas. Yeah, she went twice. The videos are on her page. So this lady is crazy. She is crazy. She better be careful because his family has a problem with her. We know that. But I think the victim family has an issue with her too. The way she is going about all this. And then remember when she said about the calls when we were all listening to Nesto calls? "I don't think that's right for people to be listening to people's phone calls and when they're locked up. I don't think that's right." And here you are over there pulling up all of Cecil's calls, listening to them, giving commentary on them, giving your opinion on them. But with Nesto, you didn't when we were doing it, when other bloggers was doing it, you didn't think it was right. Oh, how convenient for you to do it now. Yeah, she went twice. She crazy. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But the Cecil family ain't having it. They're not having it. So
Yeah, they ready to get about that action if
yeah,
need be.
Peanut ain't having it. They not having it over there. They is not having it.
Let me see. Toya said, "Why does she always have to get so close to the defendant? It's
I don't
never the
know.
victim side." I don't know what the weird obsession it is with inserting herself in this. I just don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand either. I don't understand what she got going on. I don't know. I don't know. She said,
And
she
definitely going up to see Cecil. That's crazy. I
I do
mean,
know what she got going on.
that
I
is
take
a
that back.
unaliver right
She
there.
said
That's
what she
crazy.
had going on. She said with the YSL trial, she made thousands and thousands of dollars, and she's not making that type of money
Well, she said she
anymore.
was making what, 5K a month,
She was
if
making
not more,
5K a month
on
with the YS.
average.
And she said she's not making that kind of money now, so she's trying to make that type of money again. Because she said she's been looking for a job because she has 3 master degrees.
Period. All right.
Okay. And she's been looking for a job and it's just been hard for her to find a job. And so she says that,
But this case is not as big as the YSL. That was national news.
yeah, 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 it was national news. But we're gonna see how all this play out, y'all. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see
as
how
the plot thickens.
We back.
We back. So let everybody know we back.
We back.
Miss MJ said she has branched out. She is also talking about the other pins that he is using.
Here we go. So Shirley did not know. Shirley is a decent, God-fearing woman. She did not know. Trucker Sister 603.
We said she did know something.
God, oh, we can't even.
With them exclamation points.
God, we about to go.
Who the hell you talking to?
Y'all leave a person in there. Don't take them out. We for some reason we seen the ruffle people feathers. When we say Shirley, why do y'all put Shirley up on a pedestal? If Shirley saw y'all out at the local Marshalls, Shirley wouldn't even speak to y'all.
Here you go. You got it started.
If Shirley saw you out, Trucker Sister, somewhere in these streets, Shirley wouldn't even look at you twice. Let's go. We out. Patreon. I'll see y'all on Patreon at 6 p.m.
All right, y'all. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you next time, y'all. Oh, and then y'all let me know. Should we do a follow-up about Jennifer Williams and her husband Christian and that money he been ordered to pay back? And part 2, have y'all seen part 2 of Evelyn Lozada, her daughter Shanice, and the Games interview on their podcast, Drop the Low? Y'all let me know if y'all interested in those videos.
Cry in the car. Our people just as messy as
bye, y'all. See y'all later. Until next time. Take care, y'all. Peace. Hope you guys enjoyed the live. Please hit the like button on your way out. Thank you so much.